Today we will learn EVS part 1 of standard 4 and the name of the topic is food and nutrition. Yes, dear students, this lesson food and nutrition is a lengthier one. So we will learn this lesson in two parts. This is the first part and second part we will learn in the next lecture. Okay? Yes, dear students, today we are going to learn about the food and the nutrition we get from that food. Yes, you know that food is our basic need, right? We have food in the morning, in the noon and also in the evening, correct? Because without food we can't live. This is our basic need. Yes, students, we know that food is our basic need, like water and shelter, right? But what it does and how it helps our body, we will see. Yeah, one question is there, why do we need food? Okay, the answer for this is we need food to get energy, isn't it? Food gives us energy. We need food to grow bigger. Yes, our height increases. We need food to grow strong. Correct? We become strong when we eat sufficient and nutritious food. We need food to keep us healthy. Yes, our food makes us healthy. See these children, they are running, they are playing because they have energy, they are strong and they are healthy. Right? Students, what do you think? A same food gives us all this? Means daily if we eat chapatis, then we get energy, we get proteins, we become strong, we become healthy. What do you think? No, we have to consume different types of food. In previous lesson, we learnt about the variety in food, isn't it? Yes, we have to consume different types of food so that our body gets different constituents, whichever the body needs to grow, to get energy, to become strong and to stay healthy. Got this? So we will move further. What is meant by diet? Yes, you are familiar with this word diet, isn't it? We listen that she is dieting, he is dieting to maintain their body shape or to maintain their weight. No, dear student, that is not the proper meaning. The real meaning of diet is it is the sum of food consumed by a person. Got this? Whatever we eat daily, that is called as our diet. It includes different cereals, grains, pulses and different types of vegetables, fruits, spices, right? And non-vegetarians, they eat non-veges like meat, eggs, etc. These all together make a diet. Mother prepares different dishes. She mixes different types of foods here. Means she uses vegetables, spices, etc. to make a vegetable or bhaji. Correct? Like that. Here all together it makes the diet. But in diet also some we eat more and some we eat less. Like we will see here. See, this is a thali, okay, meal plate. We can see here rotis, rice in more quantity. Can you see there? Dal is also there, and chutneys are there, salad, curd. You can see different dishes. Here we can see roti and rice in more quantity. Dal also is there, and the rest all in less quantity, isn't it? So this is our daily meal. What are the reasons for variations in diet? Yes, dear students, variation means difference. Diet means whatever we consume the food is called as diet, isn't it? What are the reasons for variations in diet? Means different persons, their diet is different. Why? What is the reason behind? Yes, we will see here. First one, age. See dear students, one child is there and his father, who eats more? Father eats more, correct? According to the age, our appetite is there. It decides how much we consume the food. So age is the one reason. Second, gender. Yes, here males, they consume more food compared to female generally, right? You are there and your sister is there, okay? You are a boy and your sister is there, then you eat 2 to 3 rotis and she eats less compared to your food, isn't it? I hope so. Third one is growth. Yes, growing children needs more food compared to the old age people. So here also we can see the variations in diet. Disease. Yes, diseased persons, they eat less and they eat specific dishes. For example, we will take a person is suffering from diabetes or sugar disease. Then that person will not eat the sweet dishes. He avoids that sweet dishes, correct? Because it will affect his body. So disease is the one of the reason for variations in diet. Next is genetic makeup. Means one family eats more and some families eats less. Means from genetics, means from hereditary. The appetite depends on the hereditary too. Climate and region. Yes, dear students, about this we have learnt in the earlier lesson. According to the climate, we get the foodstuffs. Correct? In Konkan region, the people, they eat rice and coconuts, they use more. Correct? Compared to the central region people. Like that, climate and the region also decides about our food. Poverty. Yes. Here we can say that some people want to buy all the dry fruits and all that, they want to eat dry fruits, but because of the poverty and the price of the dry fruits, they can't do that one. So that also is the one of the reason for variations in diet. Yes, dear students, here one activity is there. Okay, can you tell? Please observe this carefully and I need answers from you, and I am sure that you know the answers. This is rice. This is usal, roti. This is pickle. This is dal, salad, and this is tomato sauce. Okay. Yes, so many dishes are there. Okay, now while serving, these are all dishes are there at your house today. Okay, your mother is going to serve you all these dishes. You are ready to get the meal. Yes, then tell me, here I will show you two types of spoons. One is larger one and one is smaller one. Okay, this black one is large spoon and that steel one is small spoon. Come on, dear students, tell me which spoon she will use to serve rice. Okay, we will make two columns here. You have to tell me which spoon she will use to serve each dish. Okay, I will make two columns here. First one, items which are eaten in large quantity. Items which are eaten in small quantity. Small quantity means she will use that steel spoon, small spoon. Okay, and for this large quantity she will use a black large spoon. Okay, are you ready to answer me? Okay, first we will take rice. Where we will keep this, in the first column or the second? First column is items which are eaten in large quantity. More we eat compared to the others. Okay, rice, correct. Yes, she will use a black spoon, a large spoon, isn't it? I will keep the rice here. Means we eat rice in large quantity. What about usal? Yes, that also we eat in large quantity. Not that much of rice, but we need for this chapati. Correct? This also we eat in more quantity. Now this is over. Then pickle. Yes, you are right. We eat pickle in small quantity. Means mother will use a small spoon to serve this. Isn't it? Then comes dal. Dal we take more. Correct? On rice we take. So we take more dal on rice. Then salad. Salad also we take less. And what about sauce? Yes, she will use small spoon. Isn't it? Here this spoon she will use and here small spoon she will use. Means dear students, daily in the meal we eat different types of dishes. Our mother prepares different types of dishes, but she serves some in large quantity and she serves some dishes in very small quantity. Right? Why that is so? We will see. Dear students, wheat, jawar, rice are said to be our staple foods. See this? Because we eat more of these foods than of the others. Just now we saw we eat rice more. We eat chapatis and we eat bhakris. Correct? When we make chapati, when your mother prepares chapati, she will not make bhakri, or she will make bhakri, then she will not make chapati. Correct? Listen dear students, these we eat more in quantity. Daily in the afternoon we eat chapatis, in the night also, means in the evening we eat chapatis. Rice also like that only. This because this is our staple food. Got this students? Each region has its own staple food. In India, mostly our staple food is rice or roti. Maybe it is of wheat or jawar or bajra, etc. Here also we can see more quantity in rice and rotis, isn't it, compared to other dishes. So these are called as staple food. Staple means you know na? Staple food means the dish or the food which we consume in more quantity and daily. Okay. You have seen what a wide variety is there in our foodstuffs. Correct? We use different foodstuffs for different purposes. Means our body needs different types of foodstuffs to fulfill its purposes. See here, some constituents give our body the energy it needs. Yes, in the first slide we saw that our body gets energy from the food, correct? Now, which are all the different foodstuffs? They give us energy. Here, they are first rice, rotis, correct? These are called starchy foods or carbohydrates. You will learn about this in later classes. Okay. Now we will see here that rice, chapatis and bhakris, these give us energy whichever needed by our body. Got this? So we have to consume these type of food more to get energy. Some constituents help our body to grow. Yes, dear students, now your height is about 4 feet now. Now within 2 to 3 years you will reach up to 6 feet nearly, correct? Means your body is growing and your body needs some of the constituents which help for growth. See these pulses, you can see different types of pulses here: milk, dry fruits, eggs, chicken and fishes. They have the constituent which helps our body to grow. So you have to consume all these daily because you are a growing child, means you are in the stage of growing. Okay. So whenever your mother gives you milk, please consume that. Not for you, for your body and for your growth. Got this? Some constituents help to nourish our body. Here you can see here oil, butter, ghee and coconut oil here. These all helps our body to nourish. Means these are called fats. They give extra energy. Got this? And this is also very important factor. So we have to consume all the food whatever your mother gives because she knows what your body needs, correct? So don't say no to your mother. Please consume whatever she gives. Some constituents make our bones strong. Some give ability to fight diseases. Now see these all different types of fruits and different types of vegetables. They give our body the vitamins and minerals. Got this, students? It increases our immunity power. You know the word immunity because of this coronavirus, correct? Doctor says if your immunity is good, then nothing will happen. You will recover, correct? So immunity is nothing but ability to fight disease. When it comes, when you eat different types of fruits, seasonal fruits and all types of vegetables. I know that some of you don't like the vegetables. For example, capsicum, cabbage, all that you don't like. Correct? then also. If you don't like, then also please consume in less quantity. Okay, but don't avoid this, because these helps your body to fight diseases. Okay, and they are also help to make your bones strong. They give us calcium, which is needed by your bone to become strong. Got this? Our body needs plenty of water to function smoothly. See, we eat more in the morning, in the afternoon and in the evening also. Correct? And our body needs water to digest all these intake food. Okay? And also to keep our body clean, we have to consume or we have to drink water. That should be a pure and potable water. Got this? Because you know that water also spreads diseases. So we have to take pure water to drink. Okay, students, here is one more activity. Look at the foodstuffs in the box. Okay, and there are some questions and I need your help to solve all this. Okay. See, in the chart we can see different fruits, cereals, vegetables. We can see eggs here, milk we can see, pepper, cloves means spices also we can see. Lemon is there, means we can see variety in foodstuffs. Okay. Now we will go through the questions one by one and we will find out the answer from this box. Are you ready? Okay. The first question. From which ones do we get flour? Just now we studied about chapatis, rotis, bhakris, correct? We need flour for that. Yeah. Here the answer is jawar and bajra. Only two we can see here in the box. So jawar and bajra we use to make the flour, to make rotis, isn't it? Second question, from what do we get butter, ghee and yogurt? Yes, you are right. We get butter, ghee and yogurt from milk, isn't it? From which ones do we get oil? The answer is yes, groundnut, sesame and safflower. These are called as oil seeds. Once again, groundnuts, sesame and safflower. Okay. Next, fourth one. Which of these do we get from the animals? Very easy question. Yes, we get chicken and eggs from the animals. Here we have only two items that we get from the animals. Fifth one, which ones give a sweet, sour, bitter taste or a spicy hot taste? Yes. Now we will circle them. See, cloves, lavang, correct? Then chili gives us spicy. Pepper, correct? Lemon, sour taste. Tamarind, sour taste. Isn't it? All these are used to get the sour and spicy taste. And bitter, we can say bitter gourd we use to get the bitter taste. Correct? Okay. Now, dear students, to get sour taste in our food, we use lemon, we use tamarind, correct? We use raw mangoes also, isn't it? The next question is, which ones do we eat raw? Raw means kacha. What we eat? We eat chickus, correct? Yeah, bitter gourd also means we don't eat the juice of bitter gourd. Some people, they are suffering from diabetes, sugar disease, they use the juice of this. Okay. Then raw mangoes we eat in raw, cucumber, radish. Correct? These all we eat in raw. Next, which ones do we use in a small quantity? Come on, dear students. Yes, here we use that all spices in small quantity, isn't it? Like cloves, chilies, black pepper, lemon, tamarind, all these spices we use in small quantity, isn't it? And which ones are used in larger quantities? Yes, you know that we use bajra, jawar in large quantity, isn't it? Because they are our staple food. Now, dear students, just from that chart, we've gone through that we get butter, ghee, yogurt, etc. from the milk. Correct? See, we will see the procedure of that one. Milk. Now, I have taken milk here. Okay? I will curdle this milk. Curdling means I am adding, first I will warm this milk, then I will add 1 or 2 spoons of buttermilk or curd to this, and I will keep it as it is for 5 to 6 hours. Then fermentation goes through in that milk and we get the thick curd. Got this, students? Means first stage is curd. Okay. Now, when we churn the curd, we get butter. And when we clean the butter with the water, and afterwards when we boil that, we will get ghee. Got this, students? I hope your mother makes this at your home. Please ask her the procedure of that, and you also try to make this with the help of your mother. Okay? Students, we eat rotis or chapatis daily in the meal, correct? But to make rotis, chapatis, we need flours, correct? That we get flours from jawar, bajra to make bhakris from the help of these flour mills. We put the grains in the rectangular box up, and with the help of the electricity, we grind these grains and we get the flours from these mills. In olden days, they used to make the flour by these stones. Got this? And nowadays we get like these mills. We keep these in our houses. Correct? Chakki. Yes, what is this? These are sugar canes. Correct? Yes, students. Do you know from where we get sugar and jaggery? Yes, they are made from sugar canes. Do you know this? Okay, now here we will see the procedure that how we get the sugar from the sugar cane in short in a chart. See, these are sugar canes. First the juice is taken out from the sugar cane. This is the first step. Then the juice is boiled. The water parts evaporates. Okay, and then it is centrifuged. Means here the crystals are separated and we get sugar. Got this? And then this sugar is used to make sugar products like chocolates, candies, soft drinks, etc. Got this, students? This is, in short I said, but this is a lengthier process. Okay? Yeah, that what you have to understand, that we get sugar and jaggery from the sugar cane. Okay? Now, this is most important, that junk food is harmful for our body. Yes, dear students, I will show you some of the junk foods which you like more. But one thing you remember, these all junk foods are very harmful for our body. See these French fries, pizza, burger, donuts, hot dogs, burgers and all that, fries, Cheetos, Lay's, whatever you can see here. Correct? See, all these are called junk foods and these are very harmful for our body. 90% of the children, they like all these foods. If you like, you can eat them once a month, but not daily. You can see a wafers, right? Cakes, chocolates. Eat in less quantity, very less quantity. Okay? If you want to stay healthy, then you eat less, whichever the junk food. Okay? Remember this. Okay, students, we will go through what we have learned today. There is a great variety in the foodstuffs we use to prepare different dishes. Our diet includes many different food items in the right quantities. Our food related needs are met if our body gets all these food constituents. Our diet should contain all kinds of foodstuffs. Yes, so the key word is whatever your mother makes or prepares in your home, that you eat. Okay, and the outside food which is not pure, which is not clean, don't go for that. And your mother, whatever she prepares, she takes the care of all the constituents which are needed by our body. Okay, so don't avoid or don't give trouble to your mother while eating the food. Always remember, our diet should contain all kinds of foodstuffs, right? because we need energy and our body should be strong and healthy. So all types of foodstuffs are important. And junk food is harmful for our body. Okay.